I decided to stay a little longer because Tuesday, Wednesday I could actually get to stay a little longer. I'd rather just go to my house after my kids are in sleep. My wife doesn't watch this vlog, so hopefully she doesn't watch it. Anyway, these medals are actually some of the random medals that I bought on eBay just for like a couple of years ago, just for the welding practice purposes. So it had a big chunk of metal like this. It started as, maybe I have one. Yeah, there you go. So this is the one that I had. Oops. And it just not. I just needed another piece, but I just couldn't find another one. So what I did was I tack weld 2 pieces. Found these 2 smaller ones, and basically just tacked them all together inside. Just kind of rolled it on the side, so it's not really perfectly central, but it's just gonna be like this. And I'll probably end up like adding some silicones or later, just so that there's nothing coming in here. That's the main thing, because we actually chopped out the, oh, why is it focusing? Chopped out a huge chunk of the transmission tunnel here. So this is gonna be elevated and basically will sit like that. And I'm just gonna keep adding pieces here to where I could just cover it up all the way, probably up to here. And then will probably be covered with the rubber thing that's from the stock, so it's gonna be pretty much completely sealed, and all the noise will be, I mean, obviously there'll be some noises, but be way less. So the right way to do it is actually this bushing has to be underneath of this, and it should have been like perfectly flat. But you know, now that we had to do so much of a modification, and also there's gonna be probably not much of room for the drive shaft, we just decided to put that bushing over there, and it still works. It'll just work just like it is, and that's one of the reasons why we had to elevate everything up here and put the plate on there. But I think once it's all said and done, it will look probably nice. I mean, as is, it's actually much nicer than what it used to look like. You see what I mean? So the intercooler is being put on. I mean, it's not the best fitting intercooler, but Aaron was just putting this pipe on, that side pipe, and I just went ahead and marked it here where I wanted to position the blow valve to be, and basically brought it over there. Just forget about this mess. I just made a big mess over here. I just want to get that done and then clean up together, because I'm just doing a lot of grinding here. So basically this is how I set it up. I made a good amount of mess because I wanted it to be precisely cut. What I'll do is, this is what it looks like. I'll put it on the welding glove so that it doesn't scratch on the bottom, because obviously it's a nice polished piping and you don't want any scratches. And when you're actually doing this too, this is a kind of sharp, so try to be a little bit away from that. Just mark it simply and then just go from there. What I'll do is I'll tack and then go with these, I'll grind it inside out so that it's actually perfect match to the hole. So everything's said and done. You know, there's no like extra metal that will have, and inside is clean. So once it's put on with the C-clip, it will look something like this. Clears the fuse box here right on. Has some clearance on the radiator hose, and that's how I actually set it up initially. Mishimoto intercooler right there. Wasn't the best fitment. And just gotta finish it up here. Woo, baby!
Honestly, he got a nice major upgrade. All this, it started from a can tune.
Sure.
So what happened first was his turbo went because it's the maintenance.
And it's probably in one of the vlogs when we're swapping out the turbo, right?
Yep.
And then
from there, you know, his motor was pretty much shot.
and
So it was just pretty much ticking time bomb. I told him that.
well, I wish I could drain the oil from his original motor, and
You know what? Just look at the filters. I gotta talk to him too about that. You know, you can't be going to like these no-name spots no more.
right. And I when we took out the dipstick from his car, I could literally see all the crap in the oil pan. So
Oh, the shavings.
shavings and all that stuff, right? Like not only the shavings, it's just like crappy oil. Just I was able to just tell. I think I repeatedly do this every day. Mess up, clean up, mess up, clean up, mess up, clean up, and I cleaned it up again. Alright, so Aaron's Jeep's on the lift. He's gonna work on his shocks. I was working on 240 for a bit. I actually hurt myself with the grinder, cut pretty deep, and I was just gonna quit. But Aaron finished his car. We started it up and basically moving it. I'll probably just scale the injectors. I already have like a pre-tune here, so we could just move the car around. While Aaron's working on this, I decided to kind of stay. I don't feel like staying, but since I wanted to do this, I guess this is a perfect timing for making a little kart for the dyno fan. A few vlogs ago, we showed you we were trashing our old grill, and bought a new one. So we just actually kept the bottom part of it, and I said we're gonna make something. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I'll probably MIG weld everything. Just, you know, I'm not even gonna measure it. Just cut it, whatever, and weld the crap out of it. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's all said and done. Not that bad. So we'll probably use it tomorrow for tuning this car. Aaron's stuck here. Looks like he's gonna be here all night. How's it looking? Like this finger just pissed me off today, but I decided to just start grinding again. So I had to just chop some stuff off and grinding again. It's messy again. Since I pulled out my MIG welder, I just start patching it up with some materials here and there. And I think I'm almost done here. So basically just patch up everything. It's so much easier to just deal with the MIG welder in general. Like it's 110 for our MIG welder here. So I can, you know, I don't have to pull 220 out all the way here and move the car around. So basically just patched it up. Only downside with the MIG welder is if you actually apply too much, you'll see some stuff here. But my main goal is to patching it up, not like making it pretty. So I think it came out pretty nice. Everything's skewered. The nut on the bottom and bolts on the bottom are all tack weld. So all I have to do is pull these nuts out, these bolts out, come right out, and all you know, it'll be very easy to service if anything. And I'm pretty happy with it. And looks better from this angle.